We're like dying of hunger.
It's really like the best of both worlds.
We've made it to our 68th country.
I'm Oscar.
And I'm Dan.
And today something really big has happened.
We weren't expecting this to happen for a long time, so we can't believe we're saying this, but we just reached 100,000 subscribers!
Thank you guys so much for being here, for being subscribed, and for following this journey around the world with us.
We had been traveling full-time for several years when we started this channel, and we were really lacking a way to document our trips, so we thought by putting out this public commitment, we now are forced to document them. But the journey has been slow and we've learned a lot. Basically, what we're trying to say is that our videos haven't always been great.
We survived the night. We survived the flight.
We weren't so good at just pulling out our cameras and vlogging at the very beginning, and it takes a long time to kind of learn to do that naturally and not feel like you're ruining your trip. So we have a lot of footage from trips that we never uploaded because it just wasn't interesting or wasn't good enough.
So today we want to fill in the gaps a little bit for you guys, because we do have footage from many of these places that we went to, but just not enough to make a full vlog out of it. So we thought, why not put everything together into a bit of a compilation?
Don't expect the quality of this or maybe the entertainment value from us personally to be as good as maybe it is today. So without further ado, here is a selection of mini vlogs from the places we never showed. When COVID-19 really started spreading, we were spending a few weeks in Bali. On March 17th, we flew home to Sweden, thinking we'd be home for a month or two before the situation died down. Well, as we all know now, that didn't really happen, and we ended up spending most of the year at home.
Good morning, guys. Spring may have arrived here in Sweden, but it's still cold. And we're headed out to take a morning swim, and the water should be around 6, maybe 7 degrees if we're lucky. Should be fun. In late 2020 and early 2021, we slowly began traveling again, going to Turkey, Colombia, and Ecuador, all of which we have vlogs from on our channel. After that is where we have our first big gap, and let's bridge that gap right now by bringing you to the so-called Paradise Island in the Bahamas.
Guys, our Airbnb is so surprisingly cute. I didn't know what to expect because the reviews were mixed. Maybe because it is very expensive because it's Bahamas, but it's so cute.
Although most tourists come to the Bahamas for the beach, we wanted to check out the capital of Nassau as well, so we spent a full day exploring this colorful colonial city. One of my favorite things to do in a new country is to go to a grocery store, because you really get to see what the local shopping experience is like.
And also to save money. Okay, we're trying to find affordable food here. This is quite cheap. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty amazing when you can have 3 home-cooked meals for the price of 1 restaurant meal here. This was $48. Oh, that was breakfast too. Oh my God. Wow.
We couldn't stay on Paradise Island without checking out the world-famous Atlantis Resort, although it's far from our typical travel scene. First time in a casino, what the hell? What the f***? Why are they keeping you here?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. And then one final morning swim in the crazy waves of Cabbage Beach.
Hello, hello, Acta! Now for our next country. If you've been with us since the early days of our channel, you'll know that our trip to Haiti wasn't one of our best. After genuinely feeling terrified for 3 days straight, we jumped on a 20-minute flight to the Dominican Republic, which legitimately felt like landing in heaven. Oscar, how do you feel?
I actually want to cry. So relieved. All right, walking the streets of Santo Domingo and everything feels very safe.
I mean, compared to where we came from, anything would feel safe.
It really feels like we've landed in paradise.
And the weather is perfect.
It's so fun because everyone is just playing music like from speakers randomly around the city, like from their house or just like in the square and stuff. So wherever you go, there's always music playing, which is so fun. Santo Domingo is also the oldest permanent European settlement in all of the Americas.
We were just so suspicious because this guy came up to us and it was like, do you speak English? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, can I tell you a secret? And we're like,
at this point,
yeah.
We're like, what do you want?
And he's like, this park right here, this is for gay. I am not gay, but for the future, so you know, this park is for gay. So apparently we found the gay park. We'll show it on Google Maps to let you know where it is if you want to come. We rented a car to explore the areas around Santo Domingo, going to Dunas de Bani and the beach resort town La Romana.
The landscape here is so cool. I've really never seen anything like it. It really feels like you're in a desert, but you're still at the beach. And it's so weird because all the patterns in the sand, they kind of look like they're painted on the ground or something. It's so cool to see this place. And instead of camels in this desert, they have goats.
These goats are just so cute and they're walking around.
Okay, so apparently the goats managed to climb this dune. Let's see if we can do the same. No. Abort mission.
So what the hell is this?
Yeah, this was probably the most obvious beach we've ever found, I think.
We just had to be guided there by someone.
In a golf cart.
Like, what is going on? Oh, okay. We finished off our time in the DR in the impressive Tres Ojos Caves.
Taking a ferry.
So we just took the ferry over the third lake to head to the fourth lake because here they've actually recorded quite a few movies like Tarzan and Jurassic Park. I love being in caves. Like anything with mountains or caves is just so peaceful and beautiful. It's really awesome.
Let's move on to the small disputed country of Kosovo, where we spent a few days in the interesting and funky capital of Pristina. This has probably been one of our most requested missing videos on our channel because we made a video about our journey from Tbilisi in Georgia to Kosovo but never actually posted a vlog from there, so here it is, finally. First food stop of the day. Hashtag no lockdown. I'm so excited to try ayva in the Balkans because we've never done that before.
Das ist really interessant.
We We'd visited neighboring Albania a year before this, so it was interesting to see the sister nation of Kosovo too.
It's really fun because when we were in Albania, there was peak fall foliage, and now it's pretty much peak, I don't know, do you call it peak spring foliage?
Cherry blossom in full blossom.
So we get literally the opposites, which is so fun. I'm really glad we found this. They have the most incredible looking fruit and vegetables and dates and nuts.
So many dried fruits and stuff, like very Middle Eastern inspired.
Wow. Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Pristina is a city full of random, unexpected monuments. For example, the Grand Bill Clinton Boulevard with a 3-meter-tall statue of the former US president commemorating his assistance to Kosovo in the war of 98 and 99. There is also the Newborn Monument, which was unveiled in 2008 when Kosovo formally declared its independence from Serbia. So we made it to the Newborn Monument.
And it's cool because apparently they repaint it every year. So the pictures you see online, if no one has been there, like since it was repainted,
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, it can look so different. This is really cool.
We also can't forget to show the National Library of Kosovo, which was one of the most interesting looking buildings we've ever seen. So we're here at the Doofenshmirtz headquarters after all. Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
For a second I was like, yeah, that's what it's called.
The people we've met here today in Pristina have been so nice. And this might sound a bit weird, but something I really like about the men specifically that we've met here is that they have a very calm energy. They approach us in a very gentle way, saying like, oh, do you want some help? Are you looking for recommendations? Like that kind of stuff without us even asking for it. So that's been really cool to see.
From Kosovo, we were supposed to catch a bus across the border into our next country, North Macedonia, something which should have cost us 20 or so euro. However, when we got in our taxi to the bus station, the driver offered to take us all the way to Skopje for just 40 euros, a convenient offer we simply couldn't resist. Upon crossing the border, we made it to the capital of Skopje. So we've made it to our 68th country of Macedonia.
And our first impression is that there are statues literally everywhere.
In an effort to boost tourism and build national pride, the government has erected well over 100 statues in Skopje's city center, something that makes you feel like you're walking through an open-air museum, or that you're constantly being watched, depending on your point of view. Alright, let's go. Yes, this way. Pretty much the first thing we stumbled upon was this huge protest that seemed to attract half the city. We asked several locals what it was about, but have honestly forgotten the details. It was fun to see North Macedonians using their democratic right to protest at least. So all restaurants in North Macedonia are currently takeaway only. So I got a bunch of food. This was all like $10 for this. I'll try to show you it as we unbox. But now we're eating here in this nice boulevard. Peanut butter and ginger potato with tofu, some vegetables, some kind of bean thing. And then we have a bunch of nice pastries in here. Lots of chili.
Average size.
That's
So good.
One of the most striking features of Skopje for us was the proximity to nature and the beautiful views of snow-capped mountains. The view was especially beautiful from atop the Skopje fortress. Going grocery shopping. Well, I think we found the right one. It looks huge. I think the health food stuff is all here. They have look, red lentil pasta, protein, all this organic stuff. And the vegan milks are right here. Wow, they have so many. Protein cream.
So we have all these images on those scales.
But there's no numbers. Oh.
And there's no peppers. That's what I'm looking for. So gotta find pepper wherever it says
In
that.
Cyrillic.
What does it say? Wait, let me. Piperki. Okay, let's see if we can find piperki over here. After an intense spring of travel to 9 new countries, we spent most of May and June in New York and Sweden, going for many, much more comfortable swims in the lakes.
Our videos from Switzerland were the first to really blow up on our channel, but after Switzerland we have a pretty big video gap. From Zurich, we actually flew to Barcelona, where we picked up a rental car to complete the 3-hour drive to one of the most logistically difficult countries in Europe to get to.
Our trip to our 71st country is starting very well. We got a free upgrade to a Kia Ceed, which is the car we drive at home, so it's perfect.
It's my mom's car. We don't have a car. Oh wow, it's a fancy Kia. I don't see a Kia Ceed.
Right there.
Oh, it's a blue one. Ew. No offense to anyone with a blue car, but... Alright, we have 2 beds. All I'm happy about now is being able to sleep. Good morning, everybody from Barcelona.
Hola de Barcelona, buenos días.
We are going to Carrefour to try to get something for breakfast to have in the car as we head for the almost 3-hour drive to our 71st country.
Stopped for a bit of a toilet break. The temperature is just perfect. It's a bit windy, which you can probably hear. The sun is out. Life's great.
Welcome to
Andorra!
country 77! 71, I wish.
So here we can choose to go to Andorra or to France. And today we're choosing Andorra.
What's going on? What's our beautiful view?
A beautiful view of, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I don't know how we can thank them for this. Yeah, I mean, the rest of the room is like, it's a €52 a night room, so it's definitely worth the money, I think.
Andorra has a strong connection to the region of Catalonia in Spain, and the official language of the country is neither Spanish nor French, but Catalan.
First up, we're super hungry.
They have veggie kebab, all types of cool stuff.
Let's do it. Alright, so it was siesta time, so
We're like dying of hunger. This has been a day of insane stress and just really bad planning on our part. Aimlessly wandering around until we finally get food.
something we didn't tell you about as well is that I didn't realize we wouldn't have phone data here because for some reason we just thought that, oh, we have it in Spain, so obviously we have it here too. But no, so once we got into the country and we were trying to find a hotel in the car, it was just absolute madness trying to drive around the city and yeah. Shopping seems to be a big thing here in Andorra, probably because the taxes are a lot lower. And Dan has spotted something at Massimo Dutti. I love how everyone who comes to Andorra probably comes here to shop, and we had like no idea that.
Well, we don't know if that's the case, but this store was so much cheaper than elsewhere. And the funny thing is, it reminded me literally the last time we were shopping was in March 2020 in Kuala Lumpur,
That's
right
so
before
crazy.
we flew home for COVID.
Wow.
That was like the last time we went shopping, and we also went to Massimo Dutti then.
That tells you a bit about how often we shop, which is very seldom.
Because of Andorra's low taxes, it's not only become a huge shopping attraction, but also the home of many Spanish YouTubers and online creators.
First meal, finally.
Oh my gosh, this is worth coming to Luxembourg. I'm already there mentally. This is worth coming to Andorra for. Unfortunately, it's not like a daily thing to have on the menu, but this gnocchi, oh my god, entirely vegan, just amazing. We got this fajita, let me give it a try. I think Oskar will like this. It's a very Swedish curry flavor.
Oh, interesting. And for dessert, it's my all-time fave, carrot cake. You know how in most cities there's usually like one shopping street? I feel like every street here in Andorra La Vella is a shopping street.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. We're in our 71st country, Andorra, and so far I love it.
So Andorra is actually one of the larger of the micro-states, and there's quite a lot of nature to see here, and we wanted to actually go out and hike in it, but the problem is two things. We didn't plan enough time, and secondly, it's quite mountainous, so getting anywhere takes a bit of time.
We decided to have that life-changing gnocchi again instead.
After our stay in the Pyrenees, we drove back to Barcelona to catch a flight north to Luxembourg. We are staying at an airport hotel the first night, the Ibis budget, because we like glamour, and we're on our way there, walking.
Yeah, I've been completely like overstressed the past few days, and so many of the things I was stressing about have resolved themselves in the 30 minutes since we landed.
Thank you, Luxembourg. I can't get over that there's literally a normal Ibis right next to our hotel, which is the Ibis budget hotel. Always going for the best. We're about to jump on our first bus in Luxembourg.
It's so exciting to be here!
That ride was completely free. That's right, since March 2020, all public transport in Luxembourg is completely free of charge to residents and visitors alike. Pretty cool. Oh, this is vegan. You had no idea.
Wow. Oh my god, this better be good. Oskar, try the carrot cake. Look, okay, I'm gonna just try it.
Are you trying? Stop.
Oh.
Arrête.
Wow. I hope my sandwich is as good.
Here you go. So that one was wrong, but that one was right.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
It's so soft and supple. Et voila, this is our final breakfast spread.
Look how beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
a tarte au citron.
Okay, this is gonna be hard not to just mess up.
Sluta filma, du förstår. Luxembourg.
And we're ticking off another UNESCO World Heritage Site today. So you know that place down in the valley? That was like a little more of a village kind of feel. We're going down there right now in an elevator.
So glad we don't have to walk on the stairs. This is the future.
Now we're down here in Grund, which is, or Grund, or Grun, I don't know. I'm very confused as to which language to pronounce things here in, but it's very, very cute. It's like this village kind of thing right underneath the main city, which is on top. It's still drizzling a little bit, but we're making the most of it.
Well, we have a very interesting lunch, don't we?
Never really had this before. A filled baked potato, like literally loaded with stuff.
It looks so good.
So it was a bit harder to see before when it was so gloomy out, but now we can really see that Luxembourg is indeed very, very pretty and very, very cozy.
Yeah, we thought it was beautiful before, but now it's like, wow, it's so nice. I don't know, I loved all our stops on this 2-week trip, but this is a really great last stop.
Yeah. So I'd say Luxembourg City is kind of like a small town with a big city feel. Like it's very, very walkable, quite small by most standards, but it really feels so international. There's so many restaurants, there's so many trendy places, and all these things just make it feel a lot bigger of a city than it actually is. So it's really like the best of both worlds in many ways, because you get that small city walkability and proximity to nature and everything, but at the same time you have access to so many cool things that you would want from a city.
The best part about Luxembourg is that the planes take off right over the city. You just go to 747, like literally just a few thousand feet over us. So amazing.
The things that only Av geeks appreciate and everyone else hates. And that marks the end of this look back in time. This was obviously a much bigger editing project than most of our videos are, so thank you so much if you watched it all the way till the end.
If you watched this all the way through, which we assume you did if you're watching this, you've seen everything we've done since the pandemic, but we do have some even more rough footage from before the pandemic that we might share at some future point, like when we reached 100 countries or something like that. We want to thank you so much for all your love and your support, and we really love being able to connect with every single one of you when we meet you around the world. And on that note,
see you around the world.
whee!